Hey guys, and welcome back to Meek Reaction Reviews. We're reacting to things on the internet. Same day, same shirt, a different video. And today we are returning to Maher. He has been on a roll. Of course, I don't agree with everything he has to say, and some people think he's just grifting, but who the fuck cares? He has a platform. Well, hundreds of millions of people listen to him, so if he's saying something I like, I'm gonna give him props. Today we're gonna be reacting to his video titled New Rule, Apply Precision When It Comes to the Situation. I can't say it because, you know, censorship. Real time HBO, uploaded 5 hours ago and already has 160,000 views and 7.2 thousand likes. Before we get started, I have to put a disclaimer. I am not a doctor. I am not a scientist. I am not telling you what to do or anything. I'm here to listen to the opinions of Maher, which is a mainstream platform show, which in my opinion means that the higher ups have approved of this message. Because I am just a YouTuber. Don't listen to me and just enjoy the show. So we're gonna go right into it, but before you do, if you like these type of videos, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell to get notifications when I do upload. All of that really does help with the algorithm, guys. And if you'd like to support this channel even further, you can donate. My PayPal mail link is in the description box below and also in the comment section. And another great way to support this channel is you can either join my brand new membership program or my brand new Patreon. Different levels, different tiers, different perks. Or you can visit my brand new merch shop. Links down below. Other than that, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. All right, here we go.
And finally, new rules. Someone needs to explain to me, why is bombing the only thing America can do with precision? We can send a laser-guided missile down an ISIS tunnel from a drone at 25,000 feet. We can put one through a window without even rustling the curtains. When it comes to killing machines, we're an atomic clock. For everything else, we're a sundial in the fog. After 9/11, we could have done what Israel would have done, hunted down the people actually involved and reinforced the cockpit doors on planes. Precision, done. Who wants ice cream? But no, we spent trillions attacking the wrong country and creating a giant homeland security bureaucracy. We've now spent decades in airport lines taking off our shoes while TSA agents pat down babies and grandmas. They say if you see something, say something. I see us afraid to identify threats by likelihood and bleeding ourselves dry just like bin Laden wanted us to. When people ask me, why are you so skeptical of what the medical establishment tells us? I say, because I've seen them react to a virus before. By 1987, CDC officials pretty much knew how HIV was spreading and who was in danger. Now, of course, there's no moral dimension to this, despite what Pat Robertson used to say. Gay sex is just as loving, natural, and salutary as the other kind, but science can be arbitrary. And instead of being precise and focusing on who should be protected, we launched a fear campaign about how AIDS was going to explode into the heterosexual community. Oprah Winfrey summed up what people were hearing when she said, research studies now project 1 in 5 heterosexuals could be dead from AIDS by 1990. But that didn't happen. And the upshot of bad information was that in the late 1980s, low-risk Americans were swamping testing facilities and diverting our attention and energy away from the truly at-risk. New York in 2020 learned the hard way how much better precision would have been in prioritizing protecting the nursing homes. Contrary to popular lore, COVID is not Russian roulette. Of course, any virus, anything, can kill anyone at any time. But we know who COVID kills. 75% of COVID deaths are people 65 and older. 98 to 99% are unvaccinated. 78% who've died or been hospitalized were overweight. If you're obese and unvaccinated, or 85 and still crowd surfing at music festivals.
Okay, stopping it there. He said a lot. The reason why we're so precise when it comes to war is because the weapon industry is just booming. If there's ever been an economic crisis or a depression, The one industry that was never hurting was the weapons industry. A lot of money there. And talking about the whole AIDS epidemic or debacle, like I'm not even gonna go into that. There's a lot of literature, a lot of people who talk about like the immense misinformation, or how Bill Maher said bad information that went along that people still today believe. I'm not gonna really touch on that, but you can go look it up yourself. And then I like how he is hitting on the situation that is going on globally right now, and who is at risk and who is less at risk. And I know that he is someone who is very pro get the poke. He's not very pro get the boosters, but he's very pro get the poke. But I like how he did emphasize, if you are unpoked and obese, elderly, or have some other underlying conditions or health conditions, yeah, you're at risk. But if you are young and healthy, fill in the blanks, because YouTube censorship. But anyway, let's continue.
Yes, this will likely go badly for you. But at some point, that has to stop being my responsibility. Doesn't it make more sense to focus on helping the vulnerable stay safe and let the rest of us go back to living normal lives? There's always going to be another variant. We can't go on forever in permanent hair on fire, cancel Christmas, hand jobs through a hazmat suit, freak the fuck out mode. I haven't been to my office in 2 years. That ficus needs water. President Biden's handling of the pandemic started off polling pretty well, but now a majority disapprove. It's time to do what a growing list of countries have done and announce we're going back to something more like normal, beginning with recognizing that what we're doing to kids is unnecessary and horrible, and I don't even like kids.
Okay, stopping it there. Yeah, he's completely right. And I've talked to multiple medical students and people in the medical field that said the way they were taught in medical field was, if there was ever a situation like this, what you do is you isolate the sick or the vulnerable. You don't isolate everyone. And I can give some sort of forgiveness to the fact that this is new, and at the beginning, whether you believe the experts or not, they didn't know whether the asymptomatic was a carrier or was going to spread. There has been new information out about that now. I'm not going to go into it because of censorship. You can go Google it and research and look it up yourself. Yeah, I can give some sort of forgiveness to that, but at the same time, like I said, most medical students and most people I've spoken to in the medical field have said the way they handled this situation was not the way they were taught in medical school. And yeah, like, I am optimistic. Hopefully we are seeing the ending of this craziness, of the restriction, of people fucking screaming at you because you're not doing what they want you to do. Hopefully, like, we're seeing the tail end of this because of the new variant that had come out, and that is less, deadly, but is more transmittable, which is the natural lifespan of a virus. It's not because of unpoked people. Viruses, the natural lifespan, it becomes more contagious and less deadly. That is the natural lifespan of a virus. But hey, fuck actual science. And the other reason why I get optimistic is because I'm seeing other countries for a while now saying, you know what, we're done. Either we are now going to classify this as an endemic, or we're just going to learn to live with it. We're just going to go back to normal. We're just going to move on with our lives. But I have noticed a lot of the countries who didn't use the situation for political gain are the countries who are going back to normal. A lot of the countries who use this to gain political power are the ones who are probably going to hold on to it to its last breath, squeeze the last bit of life out of it if they can. I think some people really want to keep this dragged on as long as they possibly can, while other leaders who maybe don't have much to gain from keeping this going on are listening to the citizens and going back to normal. But anyway, let's get back to Bill Maher.
But making kids who have a COVID survivability rate of 99.98% mask up like bandits, unfortunately, the thing that's getting stolen is their education, their sanity, and their social skills. A study this week from a professor at Johns Hopkins concluded that the lockdowns we all suffered through had little impact in reducing COVID deaths. Okay, that's kind of a big one to get wrong. Last July, President Biden said, "You're not going to get COVID if you have these vaccinations." Well, I already knew that was wrong then, and now we all do. The former director of the CDC, Robert Redfield, believes COVID originated in a lab, and now our intelligence agencies agree it might have. But for months on social media, it was banned to even discuss it. Look, I'm not saying the medical establishment isn't trying to figure shit out or that they're corrupt, although there is some of that. But how about just wrong? Wrong a lot. Wrong about HIV, wrong about lockdowns, wrong about kids, wrong about how you couldn't get it if you were vaccinated. Remember washing our packages? And there's never been any research showing that outdoor transmission is likely or common, yet LA County says we're still supposed to mask up for big outdoor events, like we'll be at the Super Bowl. Well, supposed to. It's all theater, watching athletes mix it up on the court and then mask on the sideline, not being able to touch a menu, but watching them touch my food. Maskless at dinner while sitting but not standing. And by the way, if Applebee's really cared about our health, they would make us cover our mouths after the food arrived.
Wow, he hit the nail on the head when he said it is performative theater. It is all theater. And not just the higher-ups, not just the celebrities, not just the politicians. Everyone is just playing along with this theatrical act in their communities and societies, wearing a cloth thing on their face that does absolutely nothing. Like, some people literally have the thinnest thing on their face, and it's just performative. It's just to say, look, I'm a good person. I'm agreeing to the social contract, but it does nothing. It's all performative. A lot of these policies and these rules and these regulations, they don't make any sense. Like he said, you know, you like have to wear the thing on your face when you go into a restaurant, but then you take it off to eat. And it's like, well, if it's that deadly, you're gonna still spread it. I don't understand. None of it makes any sense. But people just keep going along with this act. Why? It's so stupid. I'm lucky. I live in an area where most of the stuff doesn't really like affect everyone to a certain degree. You know, it has up until now, like, it has devastated people's businesses, and people have to make certain decisions to be able to keep their businesses and all those things. But I'm kind of lucky in a way where I don't live around so much insanity. But even here, a lot of the I don't want to get kicked out of the country. I'm gonna stop talking now. And he's right. Like, the medical industry, FDA, and Big Pharma has made some of the biggest historical mistakes man has ever seen. But for some reason, people act like they don't understand why people don't trust them. I mean, FDA, Big Pharma, has been sued in the past for making mistakes, for corruption, for bribery. But for some reason, people are like, I don't understand why you don't trust them. I don't know. Maybe the history, learn their history. I'm not saying like you should never ever trust, but there's nothing wrong, once again, being inquisitive, asking questions, being hesitant, and just wanting to wait. But for some reason, for this particular situation, no other poke that's ever come out, no other medicine or anything like that. But for this one, you're not allowed to be inquired. You're not allowed to inquire, you're not allowed to ask questions, but they still call it informed consent. How can you possibly be informed when you're not allowed to ask questions? Even here on YouTube, I can't say certain things, even if it's in form of a question, because of censorship. Anyway, let's continue.
I'm just asking, how much wrong do you get to be while still holding the default setting for people who represent the science? Eat eggs, then don't, then do. Take aspirin, then don't, then do. The food pyramid. Really? Bread and milk every day? Okay, you do you. 15 years ago, they were recommending trans fats. Now they're illegal. Just like almost 100 prescription drugs, which were once called safe and effective and then yanked off the market because they were not. It reminds me of how the Republicans are constantly doing traitorous things like trying to steal elections and inviting the Russians into the Oval Office, and somehow are still known as the party of patriotism. We've had this problem in medicine for a long time. The same people who in private care always say, get a second opinion, want to allow only one in the public debate. But plainly, the medical industrial complex has not earned the right to claim monopoly status on information about this virus or medicine in general. Yes, free speech has allowed people to hear misinformation sometimes, and a lot of it was yours.
Okay, I was going to say something about the misinformation, but he did say a lot of it is yours, and I'm so sick of that label of misinformation only being directed one way, where a lot of the stuff that was said early on called conspiracy theories and misinformation turned out to be factual, possibly true or true. So yeah, it's kind of annoying when it's only slanted one way. And I don't really understand the dig at Republicans towards the end there. It seemed pretty misplaced, but maybe that was like a little virtue signal for his audience. But like, hey, but I still hate Republicans, and I still hate Trump, and I still have Trump derangement syndrome. But I agree with most of everything that he said there. Yeah, hopefully things are swinging back the other way. He did say that most people know these things, especially that the poke does not prevent you from getting it or spreading it. No, not everybody knows that. Sometimes I think even the YouTube censorships and algorithms don't know that. So, you know. Anyway, guys, tell me what you think of this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell to get your notifications when I do upload. All of that really does help with the algorithm. If you want to support the channel even further, you can donate. My PayPal link in the description box below and also in the comment section. Of course, it helps, but you don't have to. You can just like, comment, and subscribe. Another great way to support this channel is either join my brand new membership program or my brand new Patreon. Different levels, different tiers, different perks. Or you can visit my brand new merch shop. Links down below. I also have a second travel vlog channel. I travel as a lifestyle. I live abroad. If you'd like to know where I am in the world, you can go to the description box below and also in the comment section. Hit the link. Go subscribe to my travel vlog channel and or follow me on travel Instagram. My stories is usually what's most up to date. And you guys have an amazing day.